All right, what's up, y'all? We're gonna look and see some stuff. First, did close out love today for 20%. On the calls, started breaking back down. Took those last week, so we got out of those 20%. Was looking for a bigger move, back up to 24.70. Still can make that move, but no need of letting it drop back down, bringing us back down about break even or so if we can re-enter on a continuation back up after a pullback. So we're gonna look at that. Novax, I dropped it in the group a couple times. Was looking for a pullback earlier in the day around 7.6 back to 7.5. Did not get it. It just shot up after come back to about 7.56. Shot up another like 3-4%. Damn. 8%, stand corrected. So I'm still looking at Novax, or Novavax. Still looking at Novavax. I want to get it if we can pull back to 7.9. I might even grab it here and just stop out and get some time on it. Stop out below 7.9, since that was our last support. On the daily, we see right now we've engulfed a big chunk of price action. So pretty much everything since August 10th. We currently are bullish engulfing, taking that all out. So that's what I'm liking. Notice that when we see in the past, we've had big days where we moved up. We do have a tendency to taper back off and slowly drop back down. But we do have sometimes where we kick up extremely heavy and then kick up again. This feeling like, we don't go off feelings too much, but this is feeling like one of those where we can get a nice kick back up even higher to this resistance at 884. So I'm gonna look at taking a position on Novavax. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna start flipping through some others before I go ahead and take that position. What's up, Santana? What's up, Tracy? What's up, Tyler?
Good, Sam. What's good?
What's up? What's up? I'm gonna go ahead and pull Novavax up. I really want to wait till the end of the day since I missed my preferred entry. I didn't pull back to where I really wanted to get it at. I'm about to pull it up real quick, see what we're looking at. I'm not about to be one of the little FOMO folks that get messed up. We got next week expiration 8.58, 7.5s at 88. We'll rock with that. That's spreads are a little wide. All right, I'm gonna just come back and look at Novavax. If it takes out that last level at 816, then I'll go ahead and enter into a 7.5 call for next week. But that's gonna be waiting on Novavax. That would be 9-1. Because that probably will carry us into another kick up for an even bigger move today. And then we might get out that swing today. So I'm gonna look at that. I have an order pulled up for it already. I just haven't submitted it yet. We're gonna wait and see on that. See what else is going on around the markets. What up, Kendrick? We got potential breakout on Chewy over 28. We can look at to start looking for a move up. Good afternoon. So formal. But Chewy, what we looking at on Chewy, why I like it to swing up Not just because of the potential breakout, but because we have started making we made a higher low. All right, so we see that we continuously came down. Our lows are continuously getting lower. Our swing highs are continuously dropping. And then here we have now started flipping the trend, at least to the downside. So we need to actually make a new high. We did get a new high pre-market, post-market right here. OVAX, I'm taking that trade now. I'm in at 97 for next week calls. Stopping out below this low here. If we can get a 5-minute close below there, I'll stop out. Sorry, 7.9. So let's see if we get another kick up on this. I was trying to get a pullback. This is the pullback. Let me go back to the target. Yeah, bro, it did fly, man. I caught it early. It moved up 10% since I looked at it earlier. Somebody texting me about a chart right now. So I'm in that. We were looking at Chewy for a potential call swing. So I do like Chewy. Once we get over 28, again, we are switching trend here. So that's gonna be a good one to pick up for a swing if we can take out that. A lot of stuff looks like it's kind of hitting that we tired of going down phase and starting to flip back up. Same thing with PayPal, very extended off of that earnings drop. We see on the weekly that it came back to support, and even though it took it out, it shot back up and didn't close below it. So we see that we are actually holding up nicely once we drop below that range. So about $59 on PayPal is holding up. And if y'all got any questions while we're on here, y'all could just ask. For sure. Shopify looks good on the weekly too for another bounce. All right. Move up, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back. And it's also at that demand. So Shopify is a good look as well. If you're going to swing with some time, you can just take it back up towards $70. All right, target your last resistance. And Zoom got earnings after hours today. Well, I think a Meta for a swing trade to 298. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Ooh, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Like everything's kind of having that I'm tired of dropping look. And back to 298 looks fairly reasonable. 294, 295. I see your 298 right here. Yeah, I see that. See that. Only thing that I mean, that's good for the pullbacks, right? So always keep in mind when we fighting trend, our moves counter trend are going to be smaller than the moves that are moving in the direction of the trend. And so when we do come down, right, we see that overall we have shifted into moving down. But this was our last major resistance. So that's where I would look at first, bro, is a 295 before 298. Take out 295, 298 comes next, of course. And then that's when you got to fight to get back over 300. But I do like a move to 295. Disney. Disney's another one that looks really good right now. Just from a risk to reward standpoint, not so much like the overall direction on the chart, but just to see this huge area, we keep coming out of demand here. Right, to see that huge for sure, bro. Appreciate you asking. See that huge demand zone. It's kind of one of them things that you can't help but buy. Personally, I think just looking at it, I feel like Disney not gonna go up. Right. Well, we don't go off of feelings. You know what I'm saying? But just that gut feeling is like, nah, bro. We've been holding up here for a minute. Uh, but it's weak. But like always, drop down to a smaller time frame, find something to confirm a move back up. So even here we see that we triple topped. On the 1 hour we drop down, we see that. Yeah, see, what's up, bro? Yeah, I'm not feeling Disney. I'm not feeling it. So yeah, it looks a little weak. Right? If it moves back up and retests this level again or even this area, then that would be a good spot to grab the puts at. Because then you're gonna, hone in even better on your entry by catching it on this move up. It has heavy demand here. Gut feeling feel like we're gonna drop on that though. I ain't liking that. That a dog. I'm gonna leave that a dog. Where is it?
If Disney looked like Datadog, I like Disney. I like how it gapped up and looking for that support.
Gonna leave Disney alone for sure.
Nah, yeah, Walt Disney, he not here right now.
Nah, you're not, bro. Oh, Alibaba looks good on the weekly with this pull back. But I wouldn't be surprised if we come all the way back down here. Clear this up real quickie. Oh, I'm gonna look at Alibaba. We make a weekly low. I'm gonna look at Alibaba to keep dropping. Um, nah,
Check
nah,
2 day, big direction.
nah. Alibaba gonna go up starting next week, bro.
Mm.
Alibaba gonna go up starting next week. I copied
She's holding on all those actionable signals.
next week.
Yeah.
Next week for sure. And even right now, you see we hit the lower low. I mean, the higher low. So you could trend line bounce that, but I'm gonna look at Baba. I'm gonna look at Baba next week to make a move on it, along with JD as well.
Yeah. I got my eye on JD as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
JD's a big bag.
yeah. I'm gonna swing JD next Monday.
Yeah, I'm with you. I ain't gonna miss JD.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I'm swinging AMD right now.
Taking it up.
Yeah. I'm playing it for NVIDIA's earnings
When they earn.
tomorrow. No, like 2 days from now. Sorry.
So Gucci. So Gucci.
Yeah, I'm in NVIDIA. I got in on market opening. I didn't want to put it out because it was so expensive, and it's like my mind told me, do they have $4,000 to risk on just one call? I was like, nah, it's straight. They could probably catch AMD, but I put it out last night because I was on the charts. I like your puss out on target, bro. I saw it on Instagram.
Appreciate it.
To
Yeah,
take that whole bar where it's all the way down to support. Yeah.
of course. Yeah, where
Break support, got a little liquidity right under it.
we took out that low all the way over here just by a tad. Just by a tad. But that's where I'm gonna see us close down below it on the bigger time frame. Well, 15. To swing it down to 125. Was that it? Was that just the first target? Take me down. Take
one big ass liquidity candle.
Yeah. I don't know, we come tap that now.
Yeah, I take half of it. I take like half, then the other half before taking it all the way down. That's so big.
It's deep. But yeah, 125, 126 on the weekly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even on the deeper swing, you got a weekly bear flag on here too.
Mm-hmm.
So that can send us down to start flirting with 110.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not something I'm gonna completely leave out the question. Yeah.
His SPY got back over his daily price yet? Or did it reject it?
You said SPY?
Yeah. Oh, it's almost there. The rejection's almost there. It's a nice inverted head and shoulders. The only thing, I want to swing some more calls, but I don't trust SPY to hold up the market and push through off that inverted head and shoulders. It's only on a 5 minute, but it's getting bigger on like say kind of like the 30-ish, the 30 minute. And it's the same price action that Nvidia is giving us, and as well as AMD, which gave me like a bullish sentiment, but I just don't trust the market right now, and it's been a little frustrating to see to like calculate where they're dumping money at, because they normally dump it into, after all these pullbacks, they normally dump it into like XLE, XARM, CBX, FANG, and other utilities, and as well as clean energy. And as I was looking through things, and not fundamentals, but looking at the charts and the sector rotation and things of that nature, I started to see where they're playing a really, for lack of words, I would say a confusing game, because what they're doing, they're dumping a little bit into energy, and after they do that, they're taking that right back out and they're putting it into the chips. They're putting it into NVIDIA, AMD, mostly NVIDIA. So what I'm trying to understand is, are we looking to break all-time highs on NVIDIA and find support on those highs? I think that we will break all-time highs, but regardless of the fact, I think that they're pushing certain things up, like Meta and things of that nature, like reversing it, pushing it right back up, so that they can get a nice rejection coming into September.
They're finna push up the Chinese stocks, man.
Yeah.
All next month. All next month. All next month.
I'm gonna do some studying on that.
Forgot we in a whole trade right now. Oh yeah, we clean. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Put a one in the chat if y'all hop in them Novavax calls with me.
Fire.
Yes, sir. Yep, told y'all we wasn't missing that next leg up today.
Good catch.
Appreciate it. Fool me once, shame on you.
That's a fact.
Fool me, can't get fooled again.
Intel being the next NVIDIA move with all the AI stuff they're involved in now. Yeah, Intel definitely Intel as well. I just don't be remembering all the chips, bro, to be honest.
Yeah, you just hop in SMH and call it a day.
Yeah, or TSM or CAT. Don't do that to Home Depot. She's going right. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I got the info. No, I don't lying. I need to stop lying. It's not good for my health.
Nah, bro. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, peace sign. It's alright. I fool with you on Home Depot. We take out the inside on the 1 hour, can ride it up. And put the blame on you.
Always the same thing. Earnings come, they take profits. A whole bunch of people get cashed out on stocks and they cash it out. Then they all buy back at the same time.
Let me throw our Novavax over here so we can let that rock.
Novavax looks sexy.
Ooh, they update that. Okay.
What you think of Bank at the Money looking like is forming a...
We have 47% on Novavax.
Weekly, even with that drug. Let me look at Bank.
I could trim that. Just leave runners. So drop down. See if we can walk it up though. We're gonna walk it up a little bit.
I'll give Bank of America one more day. Just because she's at support. She broke it. You can see the 5 hours extremely oversold, 12 hours extremely oversold. So she can get like a nice little pop right back up. I'm slick bearish, to be honest with you. Let me look at the smaller time frames real quick. Nah, bro. Nah, direction is down this week. Bank of America look like they're going for 28.42 real quick. If they could take 28.42, they're gonna definitely go ahead and try to take 28.10. That looks like a nice level where they can bounce at right there. Because normally when they're crashing at this level around 28.85, I'm on a 2-day chart. You can see that anytime they come around this level, they always break it. Whether you get a green candle and it pushes right back up a little bit, they always break that level when they're coming on a downtrend. And in the past, they was holding that level for just a tad bit, like they broke out of it. So with them coming back to retest it, and I'm looking all the way back in January 19 now, they always break this level. If they can't hold 29.23, they always break this level, and they have the possibility of falling all the way down to 26.73. That's what I see. If they break this level, like just go to March 25th, 2019, and you'll see it. And then you go to December 3rd, 2018, and you'll see it. You can even see it right here when they couldn't hold the level in May 13th of 2019.
Yeah, I see what can beat that.
Yeah.
Facts. Still
what?
bearish momentum right now.
Yeah.
Catching up. Falling nice, beat.
Yeah. Check out your 4-day chart. You got one more day for the move to take you to 2844. And you definitely gonna get it. Let me see, because I know you got a whole new time frame. Oh no, it's tomorrow. We changing time frames tomorrow.
I'm gonna wait.
On the daily, on the dailies. So like 4-day, has one more day. 5-day also has one more day. So tomorrow those two won't change, but the 3-day will change, right? Because it only has 3 hours left. So we'll get a full candlestick for tomorrow. So that's gonna give us our direction. The weekly doesn't give you a direction. It's just a simple way of explaining the strat. Like Rob and Sarah, everybody that knows the strat will never teach you the strat the way a professional sees the strat. And I used to feel bad about that or think that it was wrong until I started seeing Rob teach his own strategy, where it's like levels, you know what I'm saying? Where you learn something, but you have to learn this to be able to understand the intra, like the 2-day, 3-day. You have to understand the basics of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like how you see people be like, oh, the weekly went through down or the weekly down, so we're gonna go down. I have the understanding that you're paying attention to Moody, but you're not paying attention to the strat. You're not paying attention to the strategy. You're just looking at what I'm doing. And I remember when I was like that with Sarah Sniper, and it turned all the way around once I stopped worrying about like how she's trading and trading the strat how I wanted to trade it, and it just changed.
Appreciate it, man.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait on Bank of America. But I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, don't be mad at me if it pop up though.
Nah, dude. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely, I appreciate you as well. I'm looking to like buy calls like 3rd week of September. Live. It's really the yeah, it's like it is the 3rd week. It's the 3rd week of September. But the way they have the calendar and everything set up, because quad witching is every 3rd Friday, every quarter of the 3rd Friday. So quad witching should fall.
Third Friday.
Excuse me, my bad. Go ahead.
Every third Friday.
Every third Friday of each quarter. Yes. Mm-hmm. I think you was correcting me. Appreciate it if you was, bro. I could have said it wrong.
It's an easier way to say it or think about it.
Yeah.
Third Friday.
And even if we look at like Bank of America on a 3-day chart, you see all that liquidity down to like about 26, 28, 89. It's so much liquidity, and there's liquidity up top, but it's so far away.
Like IMB really is just do a spread on this joint.
Man, bro, you haven't did a spread in a minute.
Oh no, I do. I have. Just ain't called them out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you haven't put one out in a minute.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, what you mean bank on the Mason calendars? What that mean?
You swing
They like the one. They like the 3s and 33s. That's for sure.
Some motor B.
I'm about to swing IBM. Contracts do not have no volume for real. Got to be real. Got to be real.
Let me go digest. Jordan's chart. Ooh. Okay, Jordan. I like that. Get off the daily, bro. I want to
I'm
make you excited.
swinging.
Yeah. Calls, right? You ain't looking for puss, right?
Uh,
Hey, look at just go 2 day, then go 3 day. You're gonna
hold
get excited.
on 1 second. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
He's like, nah, this went too fire.
Uh,
It's off a hammer too on a daily.
9:15.
Bull flag like a mug.
Yeah. All right, let's go
Jordan
check.
drawing his flags like he back in the 300s. Nah, matter of fact, let's take him to AD. You know how they get on top of the mountain and they got that big old flag.
Bro. Broski. Oh, Bush engulfing with the inside. He's spinning top 3 day,
No,
4 day,
2 day,
5
then
day, 6 day, 18
7 day.
day. Hey, that 18 day don't look as nice.
Yeah, I don't mess with that. The 10 day, I go 10 day. The biggest.
Oh no. All right. But
You could just see it on that 18. You saw it, right? Mean rejection, but
yeah, I'm saying the 18 day ain't look good.
oh, hold on. Check intraday though. 4 hour. Nah, bruh. Get out of here, bruh. I'm swinging with you. Hold on. Let me get. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute.
So that's that. We're gonna take about
Wait.
AD later. Um
Wait.
Novavax, let's check in on Novavax real quick. Still looking good. Clean break, close, and retest on the 1 hour for Novavax. Let's go look at the P&L now after we looked at the chart. Charts first. Trimmed at 47%, still up 20%. Okay.
Shit, Jordan.
Well, I almost lost today on the court, bro.
No, don't tell me that.
Man, dude,
Man, bro, white boy could jump.
yeah, it was, and it was. He was like German or something, bro. Like one of them international.
Salud.
I've been playing basketball
Salud.
since I was 4 years old.
God, dang, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. He would not did me like that. Oh wait, you say you almost lost, right?
I won by one, and I ain't have on my shoes. My shoes was in the car.
It don't matter. Winning by one is like winning by 100 points. You ain't never watched Fast and the Furious. It don't matter if it was an inch or a mile.
Wins a win.
I'm trying to tell you, he was the one leaving the court crying.
Man,
I be telling him, I just pray your girlfriend wasn't there, bro. It's gonna be a hard time explaining that one.
he'll be all right, bro. He'll be all right.
Jordan for three, boom shakalaka.
Hey, facts, because I ain't have my shoes on. I had to just shoot them. Oh, I didn't drive not one time. I was gonna probably fall.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that's what I'm in right now. IBM, Novavax, let Novavax rock. Clorox, what in the dump? What the world?
People using natural products, bro.
Bruh. Clorox and Pepsi both. Was that Pepsi? Yeah.
My people have awakened, bro. They're reading the labels now.
What is this? Straight drop. This one of those when we oversold on every single time frame.
I love those, bro, but I ain't gonna lie, you just gotta wait sometimes. You gotta when you see
Yeah,
them
bruh.
oversold, you gotta go to the smaller time frames. You have to go like the best ones when they oversold on like 12 hour, 5 hour. you need to go to the 1 hour and you got to watch the 1 hour pick up, and you cannot allow the 1 hour to reject the 50 mark. That's how you know we staying on a downtrend. That's how I know to reject SPY right now. If SPY don't hold daily opening price, or even if it holds it, as soon as it breaks back under it, short it.
Bro, I'm not.
It's only Monday, bro.
Like, bro, it sure is. Why did I get a week out on Novavax, fam?
It's only Monday. You know,
Bruh.
Monday weeklies.
Oh, we could have had so much more on Novavax. That's why it's important to know what day of the week it is, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I almost never know what day of the week it is.
So here's the gem on.
Look at your calendar.
Huh?
There's the gym. Look at your calendar. Oh,
that's a fact. But nah, the gem is on Mondays and Tuesdays when trading options. When it comes to like airlines, American Airlines, when it comes to banks, it doesn't have to be Bank of America, but Citibank, you know. When it comes to I'll get you the gem. It don't even have to be the small account builders. If you are going to trade on Monday or Tuesday and you go to a weekly contract, all you have to do is look at your theta. That's all you have to do. If you look at your theta and your theta is under $10, you can trade those. Now, even if your theta is $10, but let's say the premium is like 60, that's still a good deal. That's what you have to understand on buying these contracts, right? Now, let's say there's an individual that's going to buy a weekly contract and it's going to be on a Thursday or it's going to be on a Friday. I'm going to just tell you, and Wednesdays are worse. Let's just say it's Thursday. I'm going to buy, let's just say American Airlines. American Airlines is about $15. I'm basically at the money, but my theta is reading a $7 theta, close to a $10 theta. That is not a good deal. Why? Because if the market opens up at the same price tomorrow, my premium went from 15 now to $5. That's gonna take a good. That's like, bro, and especially as American Airlines, you got to remember American Airlines, like at 5%, 10% is paying you about like $4 if you're out the money. So you got to keep those things in mind, right? And then for SPY, I would say the best. You can do 0DT. Nah, I'm not going to tell you to do that. Nope. The best thing to do on SPY, if you want a 0DTE, is trade it on a Thursday or trade it on a Friday and use the next day contract, because that's the true 0DTE. Those are like 0 DTE. If that makes sense.
Man, I'm about to buy Clorox. Just to be a little sleazy. I can't believe I got a whole extra week on Novavax, man.
Yeah, but now, shout out to MJ for the love. If Moody says short something, short it. I got to shout out my brother on that one. I've been very bullish, and Jordan has been as well, but he's been killing some of the put size. And when I seen him alert everybody, like, hey, you can get out these puts, you know what I'm saying? Because he did it on live too and said, hey, when SPY hits, I think it was like 450, I forgot what it was, 457, something like that. He's gonna short it. So it had brought me back to when I was on Instagram and I was just scrolling. I seen Jordan's Instagram, right? His business page. And I was just speaking to D-Wiz about, man, the market's going to be turning around here soon. We're in a bull market, but it's going to be turning around here. And I was seeing September. Jordan kept calling it like, nah, it's going to happen before that. It's going to happen before that. And I'm like, I don't know. I always see it like around September. And that's what put me back into my bag, where it's like, hey, Moody, you're sticking on calls and it's making you way better. But go ahead and look at the put side now, because you know is a lot of bearish sentiment going on right now. So it's like, shout out to Jordan. Why? Because he was not being biased like I was being biased, and like just trading the market, right, and was able to catch that opportunity, which put me in a realization of like, hey, let me go ahead and, you know what I mean, give me some shorts out of here.
Appreciate it, bro.
You know it, bro.
We do what we do. That's the lesson I learned 2 years ago, bro. Was like I was doing the same thing where I was like, bullish, 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 bullish. Had to step back, be like, nah, it's bearish.
Yeah.
But you know, we do what we do, bro. We both kill it all day, every day, except for some days. I'm gonna take these chlorides calls, y'all. Just off the strength of this this huge support that goes basically this has been support all year. So we got a all year support. We got our 2023 support that we at right now. And then an extremely rapid drop to that level. Don't tell me this is some news inside the sale chlorides. I ain't worried about that news. We're gonna see. Not looking for nothing huge here. Gonna look for it to really just come back, maybe retest the high of today's candle or Friday's candle, which would be about like 155 or so. I ain't looking for nothing heavy. Just a quick little pull back, a major support bounce. Take it, move on. Obviously, if it drops through this support, then I'm dropping it. So I'm in calls for this week, 149 calls at 183. I'm gonna let those rock. See what spot is like.
Spot testing that daily opening price. I just checked it. I looked at the hour to make sure that she was gonna try to hold over the RSI. I gotta check the smaller time frames though.
Hey, I'm looking bigger picture. Yeah,
Now I looked the group. I may run my class today because I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling tomorrow.
What did I just take? Chlorides.
Hey, check out Affirm. I don't want to give you FOMO. I'm just saying.
I already had my dose of FOMO. We grabbed that 50%, 47% off of Novavax
That's too fire. She paid too. That's a bad.
this week, MJ. Damn, I just, I be trying not to beat myself up, but bruh, I don't know why I didn't realize today was Monday, fam.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up, bro. You don't belong here.
Nah, I gotta do 25 push-ups after the live. Because if I knew it was Monday, I would not have bought 11 days out, bro.
11.
I bought 11 days out for something that I figured was a day trade when I got it.
Hey, bro, but look, check it out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna talk like it's just me and you. That's when I my trading took off though. When I started doing stuff like that, and it was based off of fear. I wasn't moving off of like I know what I was doing. I was moving off of fear of like I didn't want to lose, but I overstood like if I had time on the contract, it's better. And that's where I started getting. I'm like, yo, 2 to 3 weeks out, because I may not have that sniper entry, but I bust it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started learning, like, yo, you can swing leaps. Like, I don't want to use the word day trade leaps because you won't get that much of a crazy percentage, but you can swing leaps. Like, even if you get something 6 months out, 3 months out, or a year out, you do not have to hold that. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely, bro. I mean, that's what we just did. You know, when the swing swings before it swing. Sorry, I'm not finna be. Damn, it's gonna stick with me for the next day.
It will. It's gonna stay with you till you go to sleep and wake up again.
Yep. Somebody gonna be, how was your day? I mean, man, It was good, but could have had 120% on Novavax, and I got 50. 'Cause I ain't know what day of the week it was. I'm trading it like it's a Thursday. Anyway, we ain't gonna worry about that no more.
Mm,
Oh, y'all got any questions while y'all on here? Anybody? Question? Tracy, Zig, Brian, question, Corey, Darwin.
I got a question.
I knew you was finna say. I almost said anybody but Moody.
I got
Anybody question for the people? What up, Brody?
um
We up 5% on Clorox. I'm joking.
okay, Moody.
What's up, bro?
Question. What's your favorite part about trading?
Mm, favorite, the actual trading, like the charts itself, or you mean just all out of everything?
I was going to hit you with a couple more questions. The first one would be out of everything, like just trading and investing general, like what is your favorite part about it?
I'd say my favorite part is the flexibility and freedom that comes with it. To move at your own pace, beat of your own drum, um, and make your own, like kind of control your own path instead of like, you know, wake up and somebody else wants you to wake up, go eat lunch, or somebody else wants you to eat lunch, do it, you know what I'm saying? Do stuff you don't feel like doing, do what you gotta do, but ain't what you
Yeah,
feel like.
so that. I'm just trying to get to know you better. I think I know these things, but it's good for the group to know as well. So can you explain like your journey from work to being a full-time trader? Like like how was that process? How long was you in a work field for? Um and things of that nature. You know, because I from my understanding, I never knew you had a job, right? And then when I had that understanding, I never knew you even had a job for that little bit amount of time. So if you can just elaborate on that and talk about your mindset and like what helped you develop that.
But dang, bro, sound like we need to have a whole throwback conversation or something. So I was already like keep in mind, I started investing back when I was about to leave middle school, like freshman year of high school into middle school is when I had that custodial account. So I was already investing and seeing it, tracking it, studying it, breaking it all down. By the time I was in college, I had started swing trading. And was making decent money week to week. And that was after I did all my back tests, found my strategies, all of that. Then junior year of college is when I started options trading. And so that turned into making $1,000 or so a week into having $1,000 days. Funny enough, I was going through my old phone and I saw like my screenshots from like 2018, like $2,000 days when I was posting on Instagram. I ain't graduate college till 2020. So having that process, I did go get a job. That job I wasn't able to sustain myself off of trading. I had some $1,000 a day, but they wasn't consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And like not just consistent, but I didn't have a clear, here's how I can do this regularly. So I went and got a job doing something that I wanted to do. I wanted to get connections. I didn't want to be sitting in a cubicle all day. So I went into a sales role in the mortgage industry. And from there, as far as mindset, bro, my plan was to retire by 27. That's a whole another story. But my plan was to retire by 27. But I knew if I could make $15,000 3 months in a row, then I would, even on my worst month, be able to make 5,000. I don't need 15 bands to live. You know what I'm saying? So it just was a deep focused. I'm not doing nothing else. It was the whole like, you want to hang out? Nah, I gotta. You want to? Nah, turning down trips to Vegas and all that. Um, until I got to that point, and it just got to the point. I'm like, okay, cool. I've made the money. I've shown myself. I was talking to my mom, and she was like, you have to. She had me do all types. So she was like, all right, next 2 months, I want you to only live off of trading. So I would give her my money from the job, and then I had to, live off of trading money. She's like, you have to really, like, really do this. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna do. Like, I bet. And of course she gave it back to me afterwards. But that was one of the things that helped me see, like, yo, this is different. Yo, this is really doable. And once I had my 3 months, $15,000, I'm like, all right, cool. I can leave. At that part, that's kind of where I got to the point where I wasn't trying to hear nothing they were saying to me. I was like, all right, bro. So I ended up leaving in November. I stayed there for a year and like 2 months. I was 23.
Did that have to do anything with trading in itself, or just you just growing up?
What? I'm not here for their stuff no more.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be crazy to say it wasn't backed by the fact that I don't need this. And so that's when I started like really trying to work on pride and ego. Because I've seen that take so many people out, and I didn't want that to be my thing. But it did get to the point where I was tired, bro. I was tired of waking up because I had to be there on their time. I was tired of having to wait to eat lunch. So yeah, I think that the fact that I didn't need to be there financially uh, is what kind of spurred me to be like, I'll show up if I want to show up. I'll show up a little late.
Before you go too in depth, I want to touch on what you just spoke on. I know it's very important. It's not important. It's very urgent. Um, I'll elaborate and talk about my experience, but I would love to hear your experience where you noticed, I heard it in your terminology. You noticed, I don't need you anymore. Whether that was mom, dad, whoever it was. How did you know that you had to now work on your ego and you had to work on self now? I have mine, but I want to hear, like, how did you know? Because it's like, I'm the son now. Yeah, I'm still the son, but
Yeah, it's learning from other people's mistakes is one. You know what I'm saying? Seeing people, actually, one of the dudes I worked under, my direct supervisor when I was working, he was almost, or he had got real close to being a millionaire. Um, he was telling me about it back when he was a mortgage broker, and back when basically around the time where the market crashed, but everybody was qualifying for loans and stuff. So he was like, bro, like, they had no income loans. So I'm getting this commission on these properties. You just gotta have a pulse and you can get a mortgage. And he was making bread off of that because he was a mortgage broker. But he was talking about, he went on buying more houses and not, assets, but just throwing bread because it was like that. And then when everything fell out and everybody was getting foreclosed and all that, he lost a lot. And so, talking to him, that was one of the things, along with other life experiences and stuff, but just hearing that being like, yo, no matter how up you get, you gotta remember you ain't like invincible, fam. You're not invincible. Stuff can hit the fan. And you thinking that you untouchable is what leads to you getting messed up in the worst way.
nice.
So that was the main thing where I'm like, yo, Jordan, no matter how much you do, how much, whatever you want to value with success and all that, uh, don't think that shit's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't. Like, you gotta get it, regardless. So that was mine. What about you, man?
Um, I guess I'll just be honest. It'll help people. Before trading, I've done a lot of different things in life where it brought me.
Hey,
Um,
remember we recording too.
I know.
And okay.
As I said, things in life that brought some good finances. Um, and one thing that I would say, once I got into the corporate world, um, I started to utilize my mentality that I already had for a corporate world. And what helped me with trading, I have to tell you this so you can understand. I got big headed and like egoistic, due to my wife helping me and me forgetting that she helped me. And at that moment, it's like nobody could tell me anything. Why? Because I had it, even though it was like coming from a job, not my own business at that moment. Like I had it, I was traveling, I was doing whatever I wanted to do. And I would, speak to my wife in a certain type of way sometimes, like when I got frustrated or angry. And she would always remind me where it's like, I used to be the breadwinner. And if you was to lose that job, I'll still be the breadwinner. And she sat me down and just made me realize where I'm not with you for money. I'm not with you for your looks. I'm not with you for anything of that. But I will leave you for those kind of things because those are ugly traits. So I had to understand that, right? Because I didn't have like a father figure to like help raise me and like know this. I was a good-hearted person. I wouldn't want people to feel bad, but if you made me feel bad since I had it, I was gonna make you feel some type of way. Like, bro, I'm 20 years old, you 30 something, you a bum, get out of here. And that's not a way to be speaking to people. So I lost it all. And when in that midst that I lost it all, I remember like getting right with God and also getting right spiritually. And I thought I had killed my ego because I was like, I'm killing my ego. I don't like that. And that's when I learned that you cannot kill your ego. Energy doesn't die, right? You can only manipulate it for a positive way instead of a negative way, or you can utilize your ego for your confidence to boost it up, and things of that nature. You have an ego for a reason, right? But it's not a great master. So when I made it in options, I thought it was ironic because I always would pray, and when I was leaving work, I would always drop down on my knees and I would like tell God. And I ain't even gonna cop, bro. I would be like, I want to read the charts better than Mo and Elise. Elise said that she was able to read the charts in like 3 months. And if she took it serious, she would have learned it in 2 months. I'm like, I know I can do it. Not because that's a woman and I'm a man, but because I know I can put my mind to it. And every single day, even when I was on breaks or anything, I just stood on the charts. I was just trying to learn something. And when I made it, it was the first time I remember when I stopped doing that. I made like over $30,000 off of Microsoft, off of a couple of swings that Mo had put out. And I was ecstatic. I was like, what in the heck? GameStop went crazy. And BlackBerry, Nicole, I forgot the stock is like NONIK. I forgot. Nick is a cell phone company. And what else? I remember I had seen, not what else, but I remember I had seen my manager and he always treated me some type of way. And right then and there is when I knew I beat my battle because I looked at him and what I thought I didn't say. Bro, you know how much money I made? I will leave this job right now. That's what I thought to tell him. And I was like, no problem. Say less. And I just walked away. I even told myself, this is how I know like that I beat that battle with the ego. I even told myself, yo, when I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna let them know how I feel about them. Even the day that God put it on my heart to quit, I drove to work. He told me to turn around. And I went straight home. And I remember God showing me, you're not who you think you are, Moody. You hurt a lot because people do you a certain type of way, but they're not doing you a certain type of way. You're allowing them to do you a certain type of way. And then that's when I started learning that Jordan, no one, I'm just using Jordan because I see his face, Jordan cannot make me feel no type of way. I am the only one that can make myself feel that type of way by allowing myself to think whatever I think, because Jordan does not have the power to come into my vessel, into my body and say, feel this emotion. Jordan can inspire me to identify an emotion that I have within me, like happiness, sadness, things of that nature, right? So that's what it was for me. And, that's when I learned, like, I always was a kind person, but I wasn't kind to people that was rude to me. And that's when I learned, like, oh, this is the game of life. Because this is the hardest thing that you can possibly, not the hardest thing you could possibly do, but someone that's disrespecting you, someone that doesn't show you love, someone that doesn't show you kindness or care, you 9 times out of 10, you don't want to show that to them because you're hurt. 9 times out of 10, you're supposed to show that to them because that's what you need and that's what that person needs, and you need to be the change. So that's what it was for me, bro. You know, me just speaking on like that aspect, why I love trading, same reasons like you, bro. To be honest, that's why I know, like, yeah, you love it for the right reasons. Is because I can wake up whenever I want. I can do whatever I want to do. Because when I was selling life insurance, one thing that I overstood is that I would have to continue to convince these people to keep their life insurance. Because if they cancel their policy, I would have lost my profits that I would have been making a revenue each month off of them. It was a good revenue, but still, I didn't like the fact of selling you a dream. Why? Because I had so many clients that I had to go see. So I know I'm a good-hearted person, but I was not going to sit here all day and explain to you to get this life insurance because you can borrow against your policy. It's just, and the biggest thing that I used to tell people with the life insurance that I would sell was, hey, you should get these for your kids. Like, even if you don't get it for yourself, like, I'm not the type of person like, yo, get it for your, no, at least get it for your children. It's going to cost them anywhere between 11 to 20 bucks of a premium monthly. And not only that, if they keep this, by the time that they're 18 years old, you don't even have to die. By the time they're 18 years old, they can use this $100,000 that is given to them to go to school for free. And that's all they're going to tell you. But they can utilize it as well to start a business, whatever they want. But they're not going to tell you that part. Depending on who you are and depending on who you're talking to, you know what I'm saying, they'll break everything down to you. But the game of life is, if you truly want it, go research it. I'll give you enough game to get you interested. So what I do is I just give you all the game. And that's what helps me realize, like, that person may want it, but you have to realize, even when you hear people say that they want something, but their actions so different, you have to have some type of sympathy in your heart and realize that you was in a habit before. You were saying things like that before. So you have to help people and like demonstrate discipline. That's why I was asking Jordan all of those questions. Why? Because we know so much about Jordan. But sometimes, like, not sometimes, most of the times, like, if you hone in on a question, he's gonna get in depth and you're gonna be able to see something that maybe you can utilize, like, to this day, like how I'm about to ask him. So Jordan, one thing I've noticed about you, and this is your flowers, bro. We both created a business together. But one thing I've noticed about you, if you go to any other Discord in the world, their moderators are made men already. Like, they learned how to trade. They made profits on their own. One thing I admire about you is that you literally go to the valley and not be scared of any mindsets that's going to come across, and you help, bro. And if you guys look, majority of everybody that's an analyst is someone he hired that wasn't doing what they were doing, that they was just wanting to learn. Later on, as me and him started developing more strategies, we hired some people that already were doing their things. But when you look at our team and how dope they are, every single person from Zay, I remember when I met Zay the first time, he was a member. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what makes you want to create a business with others and give opportunity to others? That's what's mind-blowing to me, because I know I'm like that, but it's hard to find individuals like that where it's like, you don't care about the bag, bro. And I know, because I'm your partner. You don't care about that. You truly care about helping others. What gave you that heart, and what makes Jordan that type of person? I know I'm 32 years old, bro. I have experience. It makes sense why I'm humble the way I am, but you're only 24, Jordan. Explain yourself.
25, bro.
My bad. God, he want his whole year, so let's give him his 9 months as well. So he is almost 20.
Appreciate it. Man, it really is the mission and the purpose, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a calling and a purpose on my life and what I'm supposed to do while I'm here, bro. A lot of stuff in the past, like scientifically or real world stuff, like I shouldn't even be alive, bro. I got in a car accident, got out my car, and got hit by a car going 75 on the highway. You know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't be here,
Say
but
that one more time.
I got in a wreck on the highway, got out my car, and got hit by another car, like full on body.
God
Like
bless you, bro.
so like that day just really woke me up, bro, to be like, I gotta quit playing with my time while I'm here, what I'm doing. And to have the knowledge and the experience and the ability to help so many people and so many families change the trajectory of their financial situations and their mind and how they view stuff. Uh, it would I couldn't, like, that's the reason why, as much as I be wanting to be like, bro, I'm tired of hopping on Zooms, I'm tired of answering all these questions. Like, I'm gonna make some videos and just leave y'all be, because I could just go play basketball and go on my walks and read and travel and enjoy myself. Like, I would feel kind of dead to not be helping folks figure it out. Couple that with the fact that I went through the struggle of having nobody to show me the ropes. I ain't have no money to pay up, when I first started back in high school and going to college. I couldn't just go pay somebody to teach me this stuff for real. Oh, so the fact that I went through that and I figured it out, it's like, why don't I reach back and help folks, bro?
That real. That's
Yeah.
I respect it.
So that's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I still do it. Um, yeah, I gotta change lives, bro. What's the point of my life if I ain't helping change others?
No, that's a fact, bro. I always tell myself, when I was able to have like financial freedom, and I look at financial freedom completely different now. Like, I don't have financial freedom like where how I want it, but I'm grateful for the things that I have. But I always tell myself when I got it, I was gonna put my head on the books and uplift people. I always wanted to be like a motivational speaker, but bring the father into it. Where it's like, man, in my community, the stories are talked about so much more often that sometimes we forget that we're literally living it right now. And that's my purpose, is to help people learn how to trade. And if it's your interest, to get closer to the Father. That's my purpose. Like, the trading is cool, but I understand one thing. This could be taken away from me. How I read the charts, how I see the charts, it all could be taken away from me in one glimpse of a second. I think about it every night. It doesn't have to be a disease. It doesn't have to be brain damage. People forget things every day. So I understand that this is not mine. So it's for me to be able to share. Why I be so mad at these people on Instagram, social media? I be like, dang, bro, why are you telling these folks, bro? Just tell them to look at the theta, bro. If they understand how much money they would lose, they will not jump in that trade. Like, if you break it down to them and let them literally understand that, you know what I'm saying? The money's in the candlesticks and in the Greeks. That's it. That's all you truly need to know. Your strike price is literally your target. If it's too expensive, go one out. And if that's too expensive, just if it's not too expensive, go 1 week out and go one out. You're gonna win regardless. You just gotta be happy That's why I be trying to teach people the dollar amount of the Greeks, because people want the percentage. But I promise you, if you get the dollar amount, you're gonna be way happier with the dollar amount than the percentage. You know what I'm saying? And it's always best to go in the money. But you're only gonna do that when you're extremely confident in yourself. You know what I mean? Because you know, like, man, I'm gonna hit this. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes you be confident, like, yeah, I'm gonna hit this, but you don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just take this risk. And it work out. And it just shows you where it's like, yeah, I have this skill. But for me, and I believe the way I obtain the skill is by always taking profits. I always take profits when I leave runners. My runners could lose, but it won't hit it. It won't take away. Sometimes they'll lose. Like if I get a gap down or just a large candle where I couldn't get out and I got stuck in a trade. But my winners always outweigh my losers. Always. And it's always due to the time. Come on, bro. You know? So that I keep in mind. And I just remember like everybody has people that they watch on Instagram or social media and stuff of that nature. And it's just like the people that I like watched coming up, they will always say, you never go, I forgot his name. You know, he's one of my favorite traders. He'll always say, you never go broke taking profits. And he's so smooth. I got his YouTube. I'll show you. Man, the dude is so smooth. So smooth. And when I say so smooth, it's like very educated and just the way he talks, where it's like it teaches me where it's like, okay, cool. Not that I want to be like you, but let me see how I can take that and implement it into what I'm doing when I'm teaching others. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes me feel so welcome and things of that nature. But keep your eyes on the Greeks, keep your eyes on those candlesticks. And truly all you have to do is keep your eyes on the reversal patterns because that's the trend change. Unless you're trying to ride the trend, you look for continuation patterns. Continuation patterns are always going to be such as like um, bullish flags, bearish pendants, bullish pendants, cup and handles, inverted cup and handles, um, things of that nature. Those aren't reversal patterns; those are continuation patterns. You know, and if you keep your eyes on reversal patterns, which are always going to be tweezer bottoms, morning stars, double bottoms, but you have to be able to clearly read a double bottom. A double bottom is truly what it says, a double bottom, not three wicks. That's a triple bottom. You know, when you start to really like hone into that and understand what it is, you don't miss those that often, right? So morning stars, double bottoms, triple bottoms, tweezer bottoms. For the bearish side, evening stars, tweezer tops, double tops, triple tops, and there are others. You know, like you got the bullish kicker. I just focus on the ones that I like. And the reason why is because I don't even know how to say it. I'm gonna try to say it in English. Santana, you here, bro? So help me say this in English. My mom always told me this in Spanish. El hombre que tiene una tienda y no la atiende, otro se la va a entender. So
I mean, if you have a business, you better stay put. You better attend it. Other ones, somebody else is gonna do it for you. That's
exactly. Yeah, right. So dang, let me get my train of thought back. Dang, I just lost my train of thought. Dang, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so basically, when my mom always telling me that, I always took it in a sense of a woman as well, right? Where it's like if you have a wife or if you have a mate and you're not satisfying or being there for your mate, someone else is gonna take care of that for you, right? So with me having that in mind and me loving women, man, look at all them birds. My father is a mujeriego. I'm over here talking Spanglish. My father has a lot of women, so that was one of my things that I knew I'm not gonna have a lot of women. I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because I see how my dad's life turned out. So I'm not gonna do that just because I think it's cool or whatever. No, I'm not gonna do that. And that trickled down into anything. I'm just staring at these birds. It looks amazing. I'd let that trickle down into my life where I hone in and I focus on one thing. Like if I'm vaping, I'm vaping. You know, if I'm learning, I'm learning. And I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna love it. Ooh, appreciate that hedge of protection. Do you see all the birds? I don't know if y'all can see them. Beautiful though. So that's one thing I always kept in mind in life, where it's like we're multitaskers and we're made to feel bad or less than if we can't multitask. Think about it. If you got a job or you're doing this, like, or you playing, put it in basketball, you playing basketball, hey, you ain't see homie cut, bro, dribbling down the court, man, like, dang. You know what I'm saying? And what I've learned is those are distractions. If you focus on one thing in life, you're going to master it. And if you focus on another thing, you're going to master it, right? You want to be the jack of all trades, right? Because I forgot how the saying truly goes, but it's like, I forgot how it goes, but basically I'm gonna break it down like this. The jack of all trades will always know more than the master of one. Always. Because think about it. If I put you in the world, or I put you in an event, and you only mastered basketball, but this dude knows every single sport, may have not mastered it, but knows every single sport, knows a little bit about business, knows a little bit about communication, and this, he is going to surpass that next person, right? So me, I focus on literally being a jack of all trades, but mastering every single thing. Why? Because we make ourselves feel like we can't. Bro, you will learn how to play basketball in literally 2 days or one day. Literally one day if you just go out there and just do. Oh, is this, is that? You will literally learn, even if you don't know trading. Think about it. Think about it. Just please think about it. If you think about how long you've been trading and think about everything you know now,
Bless you. Thank you.
you master stuff. One thing that I've learned about me, and I know a lot of humans go through it, is that when you learn something, you continue to learn it. That's not how you learn. You already know what it is. You know, being a continuing to be a student doesn't mean I'm going to continue to learn what a double bottom is, or what a triple top is, or what a morning star is. You already know that. Being a student now is like, yo, how did this morning star present itself? Like, ooh, this one was like consolidating, and then it created an uptrend. This one was downtrending. You know what I'm saying? Looking at time frames and reading the whole story, because the 1 minute, they always say when I'm sick, I be doing fire shit. 1 minute through like 15 minute, that's the battle, right? 1 hour through the daily time frame, that's still in the midst of the battle. The weekly and the monthly is truly the war. That's the war. And think about it. Do you have enough money to play something out for a whole month? That's why you're going weekly. That's why you're going 2 weeks. You know, because even if you're buying one contract and you're doing with multiple stocks, I'm saying you may get lucky, and like I did in the beginning, and things of that nature, especially if it's in a bull market or bear season, whichever direction you went, and you may get lucky. But it's compound interest, baby. That's what it is. When I say play American Airlines, I mean literally, like, don't play nothing else and play American Airlines. You'll come back and be like, yo, I just made like 20,000 off of them. 10,000, that's crazy. I know, right? Now you got more capital where you could buy 100 contracts, 50 contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you willing to sacrifice, and are you willing to endure pain, and are you willing to put in the work? That's all that it takes. That's all it takes. That's all I fucking did. I'm trying to think. Like, that's all I did. Manager was, man, I'm on break. I'm taking both my breaks together. You know what? You pissed me off today. I'm taking my break and my lunch together. You know, but what did I do? Like, I didn't stay in my mind, like, what happened at work or this. I'm learning. I'm on the charts. Oh, y'all calling this play out? All right, cool. I'll be the one. I jump into play, look at the charts. Like, oh, okay, cool. What's going on? I was just like, yeah, I'm down. You up? What the fuck? How? Oh, that's your premium? Oh, okay, cool. Makes sense, makes sense. So I bought the high. How the fuck I bought the high? I'm only 7 cents away from you. You ain't bought a, how you know you buying 7 cents? I was going through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. Oh, support. Got it. It's not that it was 7 cents. It was just that was the support right there. And then you chose to buy right there. Or it could have been a resistance break. Now it's coming back to test it, but I'm doing my homework. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand why I'm making money or why I'm losing money. You know what I'm saying? Even when I didn't know, like that's like even when I took the GameStops, the Blackberries, CCIB, like that's back then. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Even when Kwame wanted to make me a moderator, bro, I just quit my job. You don't know, Moody, bro. I got some money and I'm a risk taker and my wife do good, bro. Like I'm panicking. This April Fool's joke on me. Y'all breaking up? What's going on? I need to learn this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to make me a moderator. That's when I overstood, like, holy snap. I'm better than what the heck I think I am. Like, literally. But I ain't let that go to my head. Why? Because I'm looking at you a certain type of way. A certain type of way. And I'm thinking you looking at me a certain type of way, but nah. You want me on your team. I don't even know you. What's going on here? Something different. But I'm not letting the fact that I'm growing my account, I'm over 6 figures now. I'm not letting that go over my head because I'm like, anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? I could just lose all of this. I see how much money I make. I see how much money I done lost and made back. That's when I just kept focusing on the charts. That's when I remember life changed. Literally, I was at my, she's in this group. I was in my sister-in-law's house. Her name was Marlene. I was telling everybody about this. Like, bro, y'all need to get on this. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't drink like that. I chose to drink. My sister was there. I even posted that pictures in Chat with Moody where I got me and my sister and we're like in the kitchen. We drinking and stuff like with my wife, my sister-in-law. We all just chilling. And for the first time ever, I caught these people on live because they always in the general chat talking about, yo, it was a nice class. Yo, it was this. I never see the classes. I'm always on like the live trading. And they started at 8, but it was like 11 o'clock and it was still on there. And they was just talking about like business stuff. It was supposed to be a crypto class, but it's never like on topic. That's why you see me be everywhere because that's how it started for me. Like even classes. And I'm like, bro, yo, these are just like-minded people. It'd be like 50 of us on a class, unmuted, people muting themselves, talking about what they do, trading, crypto, all this kind of stuff. And I was just having fun. And like everybody knew me because I was talkative. And I remember asking Elise, I was like, Elise, like, how long did it take you to like learn the charts? And I remember her telling me like 3 months. But Moody, if I would have like really like took it serious, I would have learned it like in 2 months. And it's just because my husband know how to read the charts. I didn't even know I knew how to read the charts better than him. Why do you think I shout out BW, Zaytoven, and I shout out all y'all like when I see it? Because that took a lot for you to see support, resistance, this reversal, or a morning star, head and shoulders. You don't believe me? Go show that shit to somebody that don't trade. Be like, hey, bro, you see this head and shoulders? I'm like, huh? What? Show them what a head and shoulders is and then ask them that same question in an hour or the next day. And I'll be like, huh? You too hard on yourself. That's why I'm not hard on y'all. I'll be like, bruh, like, y'all really got it. Truly, 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 truly. The difference between me is that I had capital. And it's just because I talk to so many people, I hear their stories, and I see, you know what I'm saying? But within, like, say, even Jordan's story, I can see me in there. You know, you can see yourself if you're that person where he's very disciplined. You know, he's very like strong headed, willed it. Whereas like if you, I may not even ask you for help, but if I do and you don't help me, I'm still going to do it. I could tell he's that type of person. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look for individuals like that. Why? Because when you're down, and you know I'm saying I'm sick right now, you know what I'm saying, but you're gonna have Jordan that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, be Jordan. Right. And it's not, people look at it like having star players on your team, and it's not about having star players on your team. It's about having consistency. It's about having discipline. It's about having love. You know, it's those things that you have to look for in individuals, looking for genuineness and things of that nature, you know.
Hey, bro, I'm about to hop on a 2 o'clock joint. If you want to stay on, you can. I'm finna.
Uh, and if y'all got questions, I stay on. Let me see. Yeah, I'll send you a link, or I'll send you something, Santana, but it's American Income. But I got you. I was with Weatherspoon, American Income. Tend to your business, cause someone, yeah, fast tries to I want a master feel more confident with puss, to be honest. Gotcha. What would you recommend to research the Greeks, books, YouTube videos, MSC link? Oh, wow. My man took care of you. There you go. No, yeah. With puss, Jordan, you could jump off. Because you only got 1 minute, bro. You don't want to be late. I'll jump off here in a second. With puts, what helps me with puts is looking for like rising wedges, because for me in the strat world, this is going to be a PMG. Rising wedges, evening stars, double tops, tweezer tops, um, inverse cup and handles. Now, when we're not talking about patterns, 50% retracement on candlesticks, um, taking those rejections, anything that, like, even if the candlestick is green, or even if it's red because it's coming down, it's like holding right there. I'm an aggressive trader where I'll tend to just take that. Um, and especially if it's a large bar and it has like a lot of room to go down, because whatever fib I fib, I'm gonna go down to a smaller time frame, and I'm going to see if that candlestick is support or liquidity. Meaning, if it's not like a lot of wicks coming down, there's not a lot of liquidity. Like the wicks not taking the other wicks out, that's not liquidity. That's a lot of liquidity. You know what I'm saying? And they got real lucky, just taking a price action all the way up. So those are all stop losses that'll get taken out. Um, I like Head and Shoulders, but they have to be on multiple time frames. Like if I only see it on one time frame and it's not fully developed on the others, like meaning like if I see it on a 2, 3 minute, 1 minute, and it's like not developed on a 5 minute, I tend not to take those, right? Because it's still forming on a bigger time frame, and the bigger time frames are stronger than the smaller time frames. That's why I call like the pattern subjective. Um, and then it like the RSI is like one of my biggest edges, you know, just it is knowing like, yo, it's overbought, oversold, things of that nature, but it's also knowing how to read the RSI and knowing where, no, it was truly oversold now and it's went overbought. It went overbought. There's only two things that can happen from there. We come back to 50, we play consolidation, take it back up, stairways to heaven, like just fluctuations back up on smaller time frames, or we break 50 to go back down to the zero. I said zero, but to the 25. But you got to be able to read that where it's like it's bouncing. You know what I'm saying? Where like even on a, like say I'm thinking on a 1 minute, like if it falls down after like a little consolidation on the 50 mark and it hits the 25, It's not, I'm going to take it for calls. It's not a good idea to take it for puts there. And not just because the 1 minute is oversold. It's because, yes, in hindsight, the other ones aren't oversold, but the other ones are still uptrending. You know what I'm saying? So the overall move is an uptrend. So the way I would take a put, and I seen that on a 1 minute, is if we go back up and hit 50 mark and we reject. I'm taking those all day because now it's going to reject and it's going to go down. It's going to bounce up and down from there, which whatever happens after that rejection is downtrends on a smaller time frame. You know what I'm saying? Where that is downtrending under the 50, and on a bigger time frame, it's coming down to the 50 from an uptrend. So you got to be able to read that, and when you can read it, you see it. It's just so clearly. And then when you start to learn multiple time frame analysis, it's gonna help in any direction that you go. But you got to understand that this is this time frame and that is that time frame. Just because you see it work out, always understand that the bigger time frame takes longer for it to happen. You know, you have to know that. Like, we can be overbought on 5 minute, 1 minute through like 5 minute, and just get a big candle that struck us all the way down. On 1 minute, it's gonna look like it went down to the 50, broke the 50, went down to the 25, came back up, rejected, and went back down. On the 5, it's gonna look like it just hit the 50 mark. And when it hits the 50 mark, overstand on the hour, that was one huge candle that went down. Now it's like, now it's starting to wake up. Because it's oversold on the smaller time frame. So you're getting the little small reversals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to be, that's just how I see it, but there's a lot of different ways to see it, right? 1 + 6 is 7. 0 + 7 is 7. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to get to the final destination. So, but that's just how I see it. Hopefully that makes sense, though. I'm saying, Tanner. But just remind me, we'll do it on the class.
Bro, it makes sense. 100%, bro.
You already know, man. I'm about to be out of here, though. Y'all take care. Peace and love to everybody.
Much love, much love.